Alright, so I didn't have to learn English myself as I grew up speaking it, but I have tried learning other languages on my own, and I know how overwhelming it can feel when you're just starting out. Like, where do you even start? That's why I wanted to make this video to share a language learning app called Pimsleur. It's one of the easiest ways to start learning English, especially if your main goal is to actually speak it and understand the language in everyday situations, not just memorize vocabulary or grammar rules. I've personally used Pimsleur while learning other languages, and I was actually surprised by how much it helped. You don't need a classroom or a tutor. Just 30 minutes a day and you're already practicing real-life conversations. So, in this video, I'll walk you through how it works and how it can help you learn English on your own. And I'll also give you a few tips to stay motivated along the way. That said, let's get right into it. Okay, so first things first, when learning English, you've got to go into the right mindset. A lot of people think they're going to be fluent in a few weeks or even a couple of months. I'm just going to be real with you, that's probably not going to happen. Language learning takes time. It's not something that you master overnight, and honestly, that's okay. The important thing is to be patient and consistent. Even just spending 30 minutes a day practicing will add up way faster than you think. You also have to let go of the fear of making mistakes. You're going to mess up. You're going to say the wrong things, and that's part of the process. The sooner you accept that, the easier and more fun learning a language becomes. So don't stress about being perfect. Focus on showing up every day, practicing a little at a time, and celebrating the small wins. That's what's going to get you fluent faster than trying to cram or worrying about every little mistake. Now let's talk about what Pimsleur actually is. So Pimsleur is a language learning program that's been around for over 50 years and is designed to help you actually speak a new language using its audio-based method. It focuses on real-life conversations and practical phrases that you might actually use. It was created by Dr. Paul Pimsleur, a linguist and language expert who really believed that learning a new language should be simple and accessible for everyone. The program originally started out with cassette tapes and CDs, which is kind of crazy to think about now, but it's come a long way since then. And today, Pimsleur offers lessons in over 50 different languages and has built out a full online platform, including an app and web version. They've even added cool tools like an AI-powered pronunciation feature to help you improve how you sound while speaking. Okay, so let's get into how Pimsleur actually works and what my experience has been like using it while learning other languages. First, you'll need to sign up and choose the language that you want to learn, so in this case, English. And if you want to try it out, I've left a discount link in the description that gives you a better deal than going straight to their website. Once you're signed up, you can use it either on the website or through the app, which works on your phone, tablet, or computer, whatever is easiest for you. Now, the layout is super simple. You get access to a full course with a set of audio lessons that guide you through the language step by step. And these aren't long, complicated lessons. You press play, listen and repeat what you hear, and the app gives you time to speak out loud and respond, like you're having a real conversation with someone. Another cool thing is that you don't need to sit in front of a screen or study for hours. I used to listen during my commute or while folding laundry, just random moments in my day where I could still get some practice in. And because it's focused on listening and speaking, it helps things actually stick in your brain in a practical, natural way without feeling like you're studying. Now, if you really want to get fluent, you've got to practice every day. What matters is showing up regularly. I always say, small daily practice beats occasional long sessions every time. The key is consistency. Language learning is just like going to the gym. You won't see big results after 1 or 2 sessions, but if you keep showing up every day, you'll definitely start to notice the progress. Now, one of the first things I noticed and really appreciated was how practical the lessons are. They're focused on real-life conversations, not just random vocabulary or grammar rules. Each lesson starts with a short dialogue, and then it breaks it down step by step so you can actually understand what's being said and feel confident repeating the phrases out loud. If you're learning English, this kind of approach is super helpful because it teaches you things you'll actually use, like how to introduce yourself, ask for directions, or even order food. And it doesn't feel like you're memorizing things just to forget them later on. It really sticks. And within just a couple of weeks, I could already say a few basic sentences and phrases. and within about a month or so, I was understanding and saying a lot more, without feeling overwhelmed. But if you're wondering how long it actually takes to see results, Pimsleur says that with just 30 minutes a day, you should be able to build basic conversational skills in about a month. And I found that to be true. You won't be fluent right away, but you will be able to say some simple sentences and easier basic phrases in English. For more advanced conversations and to be fluent, it does take more time. But after a few weeks, you'll see real progress, and that progress helps you stay motivated and keep going. I would say to be fully able to understand and speak, that's more like 6 months or so. That said, one thing that surprised me was how the app brings back the same words and phrases at just the right time, like right before you're about to forget them. At first, I didn't really notice it, but after a while, I realized I was remembering things without even trying. Like, I'd be in the middle of a lesson, and the right phrases would just come up to me, and that felt really encouraging. And besides the main lessons, Pimsleur also includes some helpful extras, like there are digital flashcards if you want to review vocabulary on your own, short quizzes to check what you remember, and even a pronunciation coach, which I loved. It listens to how you pronounce words and gives you instant feedback so you can feel more confident speaking out loud. And one small feature that made a big difference is that you can actually download the lessons and listen to them offline. I used that all the time while driving or in places with no Wi-Fi. It made it easier to stay on track without using up your data or having to rely on service. But as much as I like using Pimsleur, like any program, it's not perfect. The main thing to keep in mind is that it's very audio focused. I mean, that's the whole idea behind their method. You learn by listening and speaking, so there's not a lot of reading or writing involved. So if you're someone who learns better by seeing words written out, taking notes, or diving into grammar explanations, you might feel like something's missing. For me, it worked because I wanted to focus on actually speaking and understanding. But if you're more of a visual learner, just keep that in mind. Another thing is the repetition. Pimsleur uses spaced repetition, which means you'll hear the same words and phrases over and over so that they really stick. It definitely helped me remember things without trying too hard, but in the beginning, it did feel a bit slow at times. I sometimes caught myself thinking, didn't I already say this part? But later, when those phrases came up naturally in real-life situations, I realized how helpful it actually was. So if you prefer a lot of variety or visual learning, it might not be the perfect fit on its own. But for speaking and understanding, it really does what it promises. Alright, so that's all well and good, but how much does Pimsleur actually cost? So Pimsleur offers a few different plans depending on what you're looking for. The good news is that they give you a free lesson to try out first, so you can see if it's your kind of learning style before paying for anything. If you're just focused on learning English, they have a lifetime access plan for around $150, which gives you all 30 core lessons for English, plus the premium features like offline access, flashcards, quizzes, and the pronunciation tools. So if you know you're sticking with English, it's a solid one-time option. But if you're someone who's thinking about learning other languages as well, whether now or in the future, their all-access plan might be a better choice. It costs about $21 a month, or even less if you choose a longer plan. And it gives you access to every language Pimsleur offers. Plus, they offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can try it out and see if it actually works for you without feeling locked in. And again, if you're thinking about trying Pimsleur out, I've included a discount link in the description that gives you a better deal than going straight to their website. So wrapping up this video, if you're trying to learn English on your own, and you're not sure where to start, I really think Pimsleur is one of the easiest and most effective ways to get going. Especially if your goal is to actually speak and understand the language, not just memorize a bunch of words. It's simple, flexible, and doesn't feel overwhelming. You can do it on your own time, from wherever, and you don't need a classroom or any fancy setup. For me, it made language learning feel doable, and honestly, even kind of fun. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know down in the comments below, and I'll try to get to them as soon as possible. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.